This is the story of the wound Elias carried in the far country, the wound Jonas left behind, and the forgiveness that finally set him free. When Elias first arrived in the distant place, he thought he had stepped into a new life. Jonas, the charismatic traveler who seemed to know everyone, welcomed him like a long-lost brother. Jonas introduced him to crowds, to feasts, to nights filled with noise and celebration. People cheered when they saw Elias because Jonas made him feel important, included, seen. But beneath the excitement, Elias carried something fragile, a longing to belong, to matter, to be valued. Jonas saw that, and used it without meaning to. Jonas spent freely, loudly, recklessly. But the truth was simple. Jonas wasn't spending his own money. He was spending Elias's. Elias didn't notice at first. Jonas had a way of making generosity feel like friendship, and Elias, hungry for connection, kept opening his purse. Each time Jonas said, "Don't worry, we'll earn it back tomorrow," Elias believed him. But tomorrow never came. And one day, Elias reached into his purse and felt nothing but cloth. The coins were gone, all of them. The crowds who once cheered him drifted away. The laughter faded. The feasts stopped. And Jonas, he vanished. No explanation. No apology. No brotherhood. Then came the whispers. Elias learned that Jonas had been telling people he was careless, foolish, unreliable, a way to distance himself from the mess he created. The same people who once raised cups with Elias now turned their faces away. The same friends who once welcomed him now pretended not to know him. The betrayal hit harder than hunger, harder than poverty, harder than loneliness, because Elias hadn't just lost his money. He had lost trust, dignity, and the illusion that Jonas ever cared for him at all. With no money left, Elias searched for work. Doors closed. People avoided him. Jonas's words had spread farther than he realized. Eventually, he found the only job no one else wanted, feeding animals in a field outside the city. The animals ate better than he did. The cold wind cut deeper than hunger. And the shame was heavier than both. He replayed everything in his mind. The feasts, the laughter, the promises, and the moment Jonas turned away. The weight settled on him like a stone he couldn't lift. One night, exhausted and alone, Elias sat in the dirt beside the animals. The stars above him felt impossibly far away. He thought of Jonas, the friend who wasn't a friend, the man who used him, the voice that turned others against him. Anger rose in him like fire. But beneath the anger was something deeper: hurt, disappointment, a longing for something real. He whispered, "I can't carry this anymore." And for the first time, he allowed himself to imagine forgiving Jonas, not to excuse him, but to free himself. The next morning, Elias stood in the quiet field as the sun rose. He breathed in the cold air. He felt the ache in his chest, but he also felt a small shift inside him. He whispered forgiveness. Not because Jonas deserved it, but because Elias needed to be free. The weight didn't vanish instantly, but it loosened, like a chain slipping from his shoulders. In the days that followed, Elias noticed something changing. He no longer replayed Jonas's betrayal. He no longer felt crushed by shame. He no longer believed the lies spoken about him. Forgiveness didn't erase the story. It rewrote his relationship with it. And in that freedom, a memory rose in his heart: his father's land, his father's love, a home he had run from but never stopped needing. The freedom he found in the far country became the first step toward the road home, the road that would lead him back to the father who had never stopped loving him. And as Elias walked forward, he felt something he hadn't felt in a long time: freedom. Quiet, steady, life-giving freedom. Sometimes the heaviest chains are not the ones others place on us, but the ones we continue to carry ourselves. Forgiveness does not change the past, nor does it excuse the hurt we have suffered. But it can free our hearts from the weight that keeps us from moving forward. And often, the first step toward healing is not changing our circumstances. It is letting go of what no longer needs to be carried. Thank you for joining us on Ancient Light Stories. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more gentle journeys through faith, hope, forgiveness, and redemption. Until next time, may peace walk beside you on every road you travel.